Good day and welcome to the League of Gamers, the channel that brings you the most up-to-date video game news and best plays. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, arguably the biggest breakout success of 2017, has become the go-to title for millions of players, survival experts, shooter fans, and meme makers abound in the PUBG culture. Thankfully, this is an endless source of entertainment, so let's take a look at some of the craziest things players have done in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. If you enjoy gaming, this can be both an enjoyable and lucrative endeavor. Today we have more exciting topics for you, so subscribe to the League of Gamers channel for more up-to-date and entertaining material. Stay with us with only one click on the bell button. Now let's begin with the top 10 craziest things that happened in PUBG streams with a closer look. Number 10, STONEMOUNTAIN 64, Death Races. After a community organized its death race mode, players of PUBG could be at the helm of what's to come in the game. The unofficial mode has a set of rules that can result in a lot of fun if followed with gentlemanly honor. According to the rules, squads must find a vehicle to race in and then meet at a predetermined starting line within the first 5 minutes of the game. The only guns allowed are handguns, and they can only be used until the race has reached another predetermined stage, which is past the first bridge. This gives players enough time to figure out their race positioning before everything goes to hell. Node hosts a variation of the custom mode himself, with several different rule sets, so STONEMOUNTAIN 64's version of the death race isn't the only one out there. Having groups of players assemble into a single race is awesome, but it's more akin to cartoon wacky races. Players gathered in various vehicles and sped to the finish line thanks to STONEMOUNTAIN 64. Shooting each other past the first checkpoint and stealing other vehicles if destroyed are among the shenanigans. The results were hilarious to say the least, particularly when combined with PUBG's, at the time, hilarious car physics. Number 9, crossbow kill into target in moving car, PUBG. Using a crossbow in PUBG Mobile is very difficult. Take a look at how a player can make the most of the arms in PUBG Mobile. In PUBG Mobile, players have access to a variety of weapons, including the crossbow. This short to medium range weapon is often regarded as one of the worst in the game due to its slow bolt speed and long reload time, making it difficult to reach any target. Because of this, the crossbow is one of the game's most unusual weapons. It is difficult to use, nice to assassinate according to its official definition. While it's simple to win this elusive chicken dinner by doing nothing, some players have a killer instinct to come out on top. PUBG is one such example, having struck someone driving a car with a crossbow shot fired from afar. Even if it was a lucky shot, the sheer precision of the prediction is incredible. Number 8, SAL ID, Stranger and Stranger. It's a big online game, and the company is continually adding new features to keep the Battle Royale game fresh. Game testing is important for the game's survival and continued success for these obvious reasons. The primary goal of game testing is to ensure that the game is suitable for the intended audience. A variety of predefined features and criteria are reviewed in an application to ensure that it meets the specifications. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is about being unpredictable as much as it is about being strategic. Unless you're cheating, which you aren't, right? So SAL ID was pitted against two players in a UAZ at one stage. SAL ID escaped to a nearby tunnel and went underground for provisions to be pursued by the same UAZ that had jammed him down the tunnel to catch him. Not only does the car drive through him, but he still manages to kill both players while surviving. Naturally, everything is working out as it should. At number 7, BAKINPACMAN, driving through a window. In PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, sitting in the driver's seat is one of the most dangerous places to be. On both PC and Xbox One, here's how to destroy more and die less in Battlegrounds cars. When you're riding a bike, it's important to concentrate on learning. In midair, practice holding your bike upright. There are, of course, other strange physics at work. BAKINPACMAN and a friend rode a motorcycle off a cliff and through the house's window, landing inside. They then continued to destroy the internal enemy before defending themselves against others. Backup finally comes, but you have to wonder what would have happened if they hadn't made it through that window. Number 6, Tragic Red Zone, Pasha Music. Red circular zones spawn periodically and are labeled on the map for players to see, and bombs are released at random locations in the zone. If a player is directly hit, it is a one-hit kill, but this is still impossible. If you are not near windows or doors, you are secure inside buildings. You may also hide under arches or other small buildings, such as those found at Erangel's ruins. Machinima can be hit or miss, and although this one might not be for everyone, PUBG players can most likely relate. The cinematic, edited by Pasha Music, seems to be about life and death, as well as the loss of close friends. The big rib at the end is of course everyone's favorite zone. It's worth watching and remembering for the next time you brag about surviving the red zone. Alright friends, hope you're enjoying the video so far. Go to the subscription and press on the icon bell to subscribe to the channel for the League of Gamers to be notified when the next video is live, and for watching more prodigious videos in the future. Now back to the video. Alright, we're back with number 5, ORELYBRO, Evel Knievel 2. PUBG is expected to add 2 new features that are sure to please players. The single-seater dirt bike, which is essentially a lighter version of the motorbike, is the first. The second feature, in which the driver is aiming, which has been requested for a long time. Both of these features and other updates will be included in patch 9.2, which is now available on the test server. Take for example ORELYBRO's results. The duo hit a hop, cleared a building, and came close to landing a front flip while riding a motorcycle with his friend in the sidecar. On the other hand, the main man made it out on time and continued to shoot down 3 enemy players on the other side. Unfortunately, his friend was knocked out when the motorcycle was on fire. Hey, nobody said the game had to be logical. Number 4, Massacre and Bridge Blockade, DCOP. Breaking a bridge block is not a simple task since all squad members are there to impress, so they take a specific measure to do so. The first uses a scope to locate all the bridge blockers, as most players hide on the bridge's upper part. In Wrangle, this is very efficient. Divide the team into 2 groups, one on either side of the bridge. They would become vulnerable as a result of their confusion. When you start shooting from one side and then move to the other side. Second, rushing is crucial. As soon as at least 2 players are knocked out, they want to rush them as quickly as possible. DCOP, a former Overwatch player who specialized in tanks, is a name you've already heard of. Regardless of his success in the game, he had an outstanding performance in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where his squad set up a camp on a bridge and assaulted anyone who dared to cross. The blockade finally collapsed into a conflagration of exploding vehicles, killing 9 opposing players. Number 3, The Ordinary Gamers. There is a chance to win the game without using any weapons. In fact, the game can be won without using any weapons at all. And the proof comes in the form of a personal accomplishment that can be also used as a word. The Pacifist is the name given to this particular achievement. Although there are hardcore accomplishments such as Commando, which requires you to win a game without using a backpack, armor, or helmet, Pacifist takes hardcore to a whole new level. To earn the Pacifist achievement, you must complete a game of PUBG without inflicting any harm on your opponents. And to make things more complicated, it has to be a solo match. It is possible to win a PUBG match without using guns, although incredibly difficult. As previously said, there are several ways to win in PUBG. One of the more interesting methods that the average gamers used was to go without guns or equipment, often hiding in the mountains without closing, to see how long they could live. Unfortunately, they were ultimately pitted against armed opponents and lost, but at the very least, they finished second. Number 2, ANDYPYRO, Beast Mode. Alright, there are sick plays, and then there are downright repulsive displays of talent. When ANDYPYRO and his teammate were left with just 5 rivals, he fell into the latter category. ANDYPYRO goes to revive his team after killing 1 opponent. After that, he takes out 3 more enemies before switching to the Kar 98 for a quick snipe headshot of the 5th enemy to seal the victory. Andy's teammate definitely deserves credit for providing the callouts and allowing him to pop off. And now number 1, Skeet Shooting, PlayerUnknown. Skeet shooting is a recreational and competitive sport in which players use shotguns to break targets thrown mechanically into the air at high speeds and from different angles from 2 fixed stations. It's amazing to score kills on moving targets, whether with a shotgun or a crossbow. It's not incorrect, but PlayerUnknown took things a step further, sniping an opponent from a motorcycle. In this scenario, not only is the distance considerable, but predicting and accounting for bullet drop-off is critical to success. PlayerUnknown, on the other hand, pulled it off brilliantly. So these were the top 10 craziest things that happened in PUBG. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can join the League of Gamers squad and be a part of the channel.